It's one of the world's biggest slums. And within just a 2 square kilometer area, 1 million people call Dharavi home. A home that was thrust into the limelight in the Oscar-winning film Slumdog Millionaire.
Dharavi has become synonymous with overpopulation, poverty, and poor sanitation. But in recent years, people started recognizing Dharavi for its cultural diversity, entrepreneurial spirit, and resilience.
In fact, this massive and crowded community, which sits on prime Mumbai real estate, generates $1 billion to the Indian economy by some estimates. That is through the thousands of micro businesses and factories that run here. And in the process, helping Mumbai recycle around 60% of its plastic waste.
As the general election rolls on, Asia's largest slum has been making headlines over plans for a major redevelopment.
Maharashtra has approved the Adani Group's bid for the redevelopment of Dharavi, which is one of Asia's largest slums, taking the project to a step closer to reality after delays of more than 2 decades.
In a letter published on his company's website, Gautam Adani is promising eligible residents of better living conditions in their new homes and to strengthen the existing micro businesses.
But it's leaving residents of Dharavi with an uncertain future.
Atma Devi lives in Dharavi with her husband and 2 children and has been here for 26 years after moving from Uttar Pradesh. But life here hasn't been easy from the start, having to live through poor sanitation and hygiene conditions and even surviving 2 fires.
वो एक गोनी था तो एक बार जल गया, जलने के बाद फिर पत्रा लगा दिए। ये झोपड़ा 2 बार जला है, फिर जला, फिर जब वो जलने के बाद कोई बना नहीं रहा था, ऐसे ही अपना अपना जगह पकड़ के बैठा था। फिर धीरे धीरे देखे सब लोग बना रहे हैं एक एक करके, तो फिर बनाने लगे। कोई पत्रा लगाया, कोई सिरमिट से, जिसकी जैसी कैपेसिटी थी वैसा धीरे धीरे करते करते आज ये पोजीशन पे आया है।
While she supports plans to redevelop Dharavi, she and her 26-year-old son Karan are skeptical about Adani's handling.
ऐसा नहीं बोल रहा है। अगर हमें को अडानी देना चाहता है तो हमें लिखित में दे कि हम तुम्हारा झोपड़ा तोड़ेंगे तो तुम्हें इतने स्क्वायर फुट का ये सुविधा जो तुम्हारी आज सुविधा है वो सब सुविधा देंगे और यहीं पे देंगे, तो यहाँ के पब्लिक को, यहाँ की जनता की इतराज नहीं रहेगा। वो हमको लिखित में नहीं भी दे रहा और यहाँ से तोड़ के हमको कहीं और फेंकने की वो बता रहे हैं, तो उसका भी लिखित नहीं दे रहा है
कि अगर तोड़ भी रहे हो तो हमको उतना अच्छा दो, तभी हमको तोड़ो, नहीं तो मत तोड़ो।
Their neighbor Nagamma feels the same and has doubts about relocating to a newer home.
हाँ, यही में
अच्छा,
बच्चे लोग का स्कूल का तकलीफ होएगा, हम लोग काम धंधा करने का तकलीफ होएगा, किधर दूर जाएगा तो हम लोग को इधर ही चाहिए, कुछ भी रहने पे यहीं पे सारा दिन।
right.
Dharavi has been a political football for the past 2 decades, with various authorities established to revitalize it, starting with Congress state and national governments. Now it's even more politicized, with Adani being granted the tender by a BJP-led state government.
हे प्रोजेक्ट प्रकल्प जे आहेत ते आम्ही कार्यान्वित केले। खरं म्हणजे धारावी हा आशिया खंडातला सगळ्यात मोठा प्रकल्प आहे आणि धारावी बघायला लोक जगभरातून लोक येतात। काय धारावी, आज कसे लोक राहतात तिकडे।
But the opposition parties are accusing the BJP state government for giving undue favors to the Adani Group in granting and executing Dharavi's redevelopment contract.
The state's former chief minister, who is now part of the India opposition bloc, has been leading the protest against the redevelopment and demanding that no Dharavi residents are displaced and that each family is entitled to a 500 square foot flat. The Congress party leader has seized upon the issue while campaigning in the state.
अदानी अकेला नहीं खड़ा है, अदानी के पीछे देश का प्रधानमंत्री खड़ा है, देश का प्रधानमंत्री खड़ा है, उसके पास ईडी, सीबीआई, इनकम टैक्स, चंदा मामा, ये उनके पीछे शक्ति खड़ी हुई है।
The Congress Party's Varsha Gaikwad is the local state MLA for the Dharavi constituency. She is not against redeveloping Dharavi but says it shouldn't come at the expense of those who live here.
और गरीब आदमी को दबाने का सोचते हैं। इनका ये सोच चल रहा है कि हमारे लोगों को रेलवे के जमीन में जाके घुसा, कोई हमारे बारे में बात नहीं हो रही, हमारी जितनी इंडस्ट्रियल हमारी एरिया उसकी बात नहीं हो रही है, हमारे यहाँ के कमर्शियल एरिया का क्या हो रहा है उसकी बात नहीं हो रही है। मैंने 10 बार सीएम को कहा कि 56,000 जो आपका फिगर है उसको हमारा ऑब्जेक्शन है, जिसमें आपने कमर्शियल भी किया है, इंडस्ट्री भी किया है, रेजिडेंशियल भी किया है, हमारा उसको ऑब्जेक्शन है। माय फर्स्ट एलिगेशन अगेंस्ट हिम वाज कि दिस टेंडर इज whether it's technically or whether it's financially made for Adani only. So it was a manipulated tender.
Samya Korde heads the local NGO Dharavi Foundation and is a member of the Peasants and Workers Party of India.
There should be not a single person's house which will be excluded from this project. We don't want people to get dismissed from this land. And we can see that this government is not aiming to eradicate poverty, but they are aiming to eradicate cruel thoughts from the land.
But the state government and Adani Group are denying the accusations of favoritism and standing by their plan.
They claim allegations of favoritism are aimed at derailing or delaying Dharavi's redevelopment. But there is a very different view from some urban planners and architects. Matthias Ichanove is an urbanologist who divides much of his time between Mumbai and Geneva.
We should continue improving it. We should support its incremental improvement. And I think, of course, that it's a shame to wipe out, destroy the neighborhood which has been built and just replace it with something that we know now is not the most successful form of urban design and urban planning.
His colleague at urban planning firm Urbs, Samidha Patil, is a Dharavi native and says its people should be at the heart of future changes.
The people needs to be on board because these families are here for like generations. It's not that they have come just like 20 years back. They have been here like for some of the families are here for like 4 generations.
Adani is yet to publish a blueprint for Dharavi, but is aiming to complete the project in 7 years. As the process goes on, residents here are now considering who is best placed to represent them in the national parliament this election.
नीचे जमीन से आया हो, लोकल हो या हाई लेवल पे, हमें वो नहीं देखना है। जो हमारे बस्ती लेवल हमारा दुख दर्द समझता है, हम उसी को वोट देंगे। ऐसा है तो हमको ऐसा दिलाए। हमें कोई नहीं भड़का सकता। हम छोटे से बच्चे नहीं है कि हमको चॉकलेट कोई देके कुछ बोलवा दे हम बोल दें।
सही बात है।
और उनको मिस्टर इंडिया बनने का शौक है मोदी जी को। बने क्या करना?
जो यहाँ के लोगों के साथ रहेगा, ये मतलब यहाँ के लोगों की बात सुनेगा, आगे चल के यहाँ के लोगों के लिए अच्छा क्या हो सकता है उस पे काम करेगा, वैसे ही कोई किसी को देंगे।
तो अभी लगता है ऐसा कोई है?
अभी तक तो कोई नहीं लगता, to be honest.
At this point, there is no indication that the political war over Dharavi will stop anytime soon.
Dharavi is part of Mumbai South Central constituency and these residents will cast their votes on May 20th.